Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk to you about balance after a stroke and what exercises you can do to improve them. This video will be in two parts. The first part is I'm going to explain to you what is the balance systems that is involved in your body and also how does a stroke affect your balance. Second part, I'm going to show you exercises, and these are all going to be beginner exercises that you can do at home comfortably and safely. So welcome to Basically Physio. My name is Suresh and I'm a physiotherapist. Quick disclaimer is that none of this replaces medical professional advice, and I do this in my personal capacity and do not represent anyone. So what is the balance system? Balance system consists of three things that is mainly a summary of the balance system. These three things are your visual system, that means your eyes, that is being able to see the environment and able to react accordingly to the changes that happen in the environment. Next is your vestibular system. Vestibular system is this thing that is inside your inner ear. It's called the vestibular apparatus. There is a small little ducts inside the inner ear that actually help you to feel what is more upright, and when your head goes like this or your body goes like this, all these movements is being detected by this inner ear, and it's actually going to help you to stabilize your body and your posture. So this is your vestibular system. So you can imagine that if your vestibular system is affected, you'll be feeling very dizzy and very giddy most of the time. And lastly, this is your somatosensory system. What is a somatosensory? It is basically two things that mainly make up of it, which is your sensation and also your proprioception. Sensation is just your ability to feel things in your hands, your legs, and different parts of your body. Proprioception, it is a complex term, but it's a very simple meaning is that your joints in relative to the space and the environment around you, this ability to feel where they are with regards to the environment, that is called proprioception. So for example, if you close your eyes and put your hand up like this, if you are in a normal healthy body, what you'll be able to realize that even with your eyes closed, you'll be able to feel your hand at this angle and at this in the space in the environment. So this is what we call proprioception. So you can imagine that if your proprioception is affected, you may not be able to see where these body parts are in relative to the space around you, and this will actually severely affect your balance as well. So these three systems are mainly making up your balance. You can think of them like a tripod. Tripod has three legs, right? So your balance is in the center, and these three legs make up your balance system. So what happens after a stroke is that one of these systems can be affected, and you can see that the balance is no longer in a steady environment. It's going to be a little bit more in an unbalanced environment because your tripod just lost one leg, or one leg is becoming very weak. And on top of that, usually after a stroke, you will also have severe weakness of your arms or your legs, and this will affect the ability for the strength to be able to hold up your body and balance yourself. Next thing, you also have some spasticity or some tightness in your muscles, which actually causes you to have a lot of different and compensatory approaches, compensatory patterns of movement, and this can actually put you off balance because they are not a normal pattern of movement that you are used to doing. And also with a stroke, sometimes you will have perceptual issues such as not being able to focus on, pay attention on one side of your body, and this can also affect your balance because you may not be aware of what's happening on this side of the body and in this side of the environment, and that will also put you off balance. So this is how a stroke can even more impact your balance because of the symptoms and the things that come along with a stroke. So things to take note before you do the exercise is that safety is always the priority here. You want to do it in a safe environment, and you want to do it with someone beside you when you're doing it for the first few times. So your caregiver or your family members to be beside you, and also you want to start off from a seated position. You do not want to do in a very challenging position at the start because you will not be aware of your own limitations, and this will actually put you at a high risk of falls. So always do it safely, slowly, and in a seated environment and with someone together with you in the very first few times that you're doing these exercises. Okay, so for your beginner level exercises, what I want you to do first is actually to sit on a chair like this and sit slightly further in front of the chair. Okay, so just like this. Make sure your thigh is in contact with the chair, at least half of the thigh. What I'm going to do in this setting exercise is actually very simple. We're just going to do a bit of weight shifting like this, left and right. Okay, so you can be going more to the stronger side most of the time, but I want you to actually adjust and go to the weaker side as well. Okay, so we're just going to do this very gently and very slowly. We're not going to go out of your base of support, meaning we're not going to go to a point where you tip over and fall over, but just gently going left and right like this. Okay, you want to go for each direction for 30 times, and you want to just do it in a very gentle manner as a warm-up exercise. Okay, so each side try to do for 30. It's a very slow and relaxed manner. Just do it slowly, and you don't need to hold or anything. Just go there, to the end and then come back slowly. If you find this video useful, do consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Do consider signing up to my weekly newsletter, Rehab Recovery. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do in a seated exercise is that you want to use your hand and you want to reach in multiple directions around you in the forward and sideways manner. So first you're going to put your hand in front like this and just reach forward and back. Okay, so as you're reaching in all different directions, I want you to do it as slowly as you can. Go in front slowly and then come back. Okay. So if you're comfortable in the forward direction, then go towards your sideways direction like this and come back. Okay, so go slowly, bend your trunk to the side and come back slowly. Okay, most of the time the coming back is the one that's going to be much more difficult. The going will sometimes be a bit fast, so you really want to control both of this. Do it as slowly as you can. The slower you do, the better it's going to be. So I want you to try forward for about 20 repetitions and then sideways about 20 repetitions as well, and then we're going to go diagonally towards your other side. Okay, so if you're moving, if you started off going to your weaker side, then you're going to go to your stronger side and vice versa. Okay, so we're going to go diagonally this way and reach over and come back. So like this, also 20 repetitions. Okay, forward, sideways and diagonal, 20 repetitions. The next exercise that we are going to do is actually using your stronger hand. We're going to slide your hand down in your shin. So this is my shin. Okay, so what's going to happen is I'm just going to put my stronger hand on my knee and then I'm just going to slide it down towards the center part of the shin, that means the midpoint of the shin, and come back up. Okay, so as you can see, when you do this, what is happening is your trunk is actually bending forward and then you can come back up slowly. Okay, like I said before, most of the time the going down is going to be a bit more easier or not controlled, while the coming back up is going to be a bit more difficult. Okay, this is where you need to really activate your muscles to come back up. So you want to go down slowly and then come back up like this. So also forward direction only, we can't do sideways for this. So 20 times in the forward direction, but for this you want to repeat 3 times. Hey guys, so for standing exercises in your beginner level exercise, I want you to hold on to a support structure like this, and also remember, have someone on the left side here, or whichever side that is weaker side for you, someone that is going to help you to keep your safety in check. Okay, so we are going to start off with the first exercise. It's going to be feet together, but in this manner you're going to hold on to a support structure here and keep your knees soft. Okay, holding on to this position like this for about 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, you're going to keep your eyes open, looking at the object in front just for stability's sake. Okay, hold it for about 30 seconds to a minute while holding your hand onto a support structure, and then just relax yourself, shake it off. Okay, shake it off. Total, I want you to do 5 sets of this. Okay, so come back in, knees bent slightly, holding onto support structure, eyes open, 30 seconds to a minute, hold it there. Okay, once your 30 seconds to a minute is over, then just relax and stand. So this is the first exercise, your feet together with your eyes open. The next exercise that we're going to do is a very similar exercise, just keeping your feet close together, keeping your knees bent, hands supported here, but the only thing that you're going to do differently is you're going to close your eyes. The moment you close your eyes, you're going to really activate your ankles and your knees and your hip and even your hand to work extra hard. Okay, so as you're doing that, be very careful. When you're closing your eyes, you're going to hold for 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, and then once 30 seconds to a minute is up, then just relax and shake it off. And you're going to repeat this 5 times as well. So feet closed like this, soft knees, holding onto support structure. The difference is that you're going to keep your eyes closed for 30 seconds to a minute, and then you're going to relax and shake it off and repeat it 5 sets. Okay, the last exercise in this category, what you're going to do for beginner exercise is you're going to put one leg forward like this and holding onto a support structure. So this is how it's going to look like, one leg forward. Okay, so when one leg is forward, you're not going to lock your knees, you're going to keep your knees bent. Okay, hold it there for about 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, do it for 5 sets, similar to all the other exercises that I've been showing you. Okay, once your 30 seconds to a minute is over, just relax. Okay, shake it off. Okay, then you can do the same leg forward. Okay, hold it for 30 seconds to a minute and holding onto a support structure. After that is over, come back and shake it off and just repeat it for 5 sets. If you want to watch more videos, you can watch these two videos on upper limb recovery. And thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.